Tiwa Savage's Water Garri was one of the most anticipated movies for me.
Yeah.
When the movie dropped on Prime Video, it set tongues wagging. Basically, the general consensus seems to be that this movie is boring. I think the outrage was a lot because I've seen that a lot of movies are worse like Tiwa Savage's movie and it not get as much outrage as the movie is getting now. Because I've seen a lot of people say, 1 over 10.
Well, like you said, it's not a good film.
Yeah.
But there are worse films. Tommy's film is not good. Is it boring? Not necessarily, but it's ridiculous. I mean, it has potential, but it was not good. I almost didn't watch the film because of what people were saying online. Like, it's so boring. I fell asleep. And I thought I was going to sleep. Yes, there were some exaggerated comments about the film, but
it was actually what people were saying online that even prompted me to, because I always wanted to watch the movie. And the funniest thing is, when this movie trailer dropped, I was just going to see it because it was Tiwa Savage. I was not really pumped because in my head, I was saying to myself, okay, Water Garri is an EP that she did years ago. Why now are they releasing a movie about Water Garri? My first thought was it was going to be a musical, actually, based on the EP. I was expecting her to be belting out a lot of songs from that same EP. So that was my thought. So it actually follows Aisha. Aisha is Tiwa Savage here. And she is this accomplished fashion designer in the United States of America. She was doing her thing, living her life, minding her business. And she got a call from back home, a place called the East Side. And it's her cousin, Stephanie. Stephanie is played by Jemima Osunde. Stephanie tells her that she lost her brother. That's her cousin. Aisha decided to pack her bags and return home after spending a decade in the United States of America.
It's like a place that she loves so much, but it makes her sick to her very stomach.
Yeah.
Literally sick to her stomach. And now that she's back at home, she and her cousin decide to walk around, just feel the area once again. And she runs into her teenage lover, Kay. This Kay is now a motorcycle riding gang leader. While growing up here, Eastside was never a glorious or a nice place to go. But now that she's back, Eastside is even worse than she left it in the first place. Now Aisha is trying to grapple with all the changes that have happened here in Eastside, and she's also trying to forget this place because she lost her brother here and also her grandmother.
Since everyone is talking about this movie, people haven't said it's 1 over 10. Some people have said Tiwa Savage's movie lacks sugar. I think that portion was good. If that's why I mentioned it, it's a good because
no sugar.
Let me debate a bit. While they did the analysis for the Water Garri talk, the grandma Yemi was telling Tiwa Savage that, oh, if you want to eat Garri, it's not pleasant like that. And I said, I cannot relate to.
Maybe for Ijebu Garri.
For our Garri, you can eat your Garri like that. When you add water, it's much better. And I was waiting for the grandmother to add sugar or milk or.
I think she did. Like she picked up like a teaspoon and added it later.
So.
But wait for the addition of the sugar.
Yeah, there are people that will do it, but I think soaking Garri, you have to add a sweetener.
Yeah, it was, and this film lacked it.
If you're called up right now, like, okay, come and save Water Garri, what will you change?
I think the first problem is calendar, and why people kept falling asleep is that the pacing is slow.
Yeah.
And it was filled with a lot of explorations of showing us East Side, even things that don't even make sense. Like the scene where she and her cousin were passing this place where where these boys were. I do not think that scene is relevant to the entire story or to tell us, oh, the place is so tough or the place is really hard or there's been so much change. I think I'll cut that part out. Then another place I'm beefing, and last thing I'm beefing is when they showed us Aisha in LA for the first time, she was driving her car. That scene, I'm like, okay, how does this relate? Because the next scene that followed that, she wasn't wearing the same outfit. They don't know, show us that, oh, she's abroad living the life. When that scene was irrelevant, there were many scenes that were irrelevant in the film throughout. Yeah.
If there's a thing that I'm going to change from this movie that will make it better, if I'm going to save, if I'll call upon Ring, Bucky, come and save Water Garri, Tiwa Savage's debut movie that she conceived while she was drunk, I am going to delete Andrew Bunton, lead character here. He plays Kay, the motorcycle-loving, gang leader love interest. Number one, he doesn't even look like a gang leader. He didn't even scare me at all.
He did not, but I don't think he's a bad gang leader. He's just going to keep order and just.
Well, apart from that, I think he was a bad actor. I'm pretty sure you have acted in other movies before, but he was really bad in this role. I think he was the first person that killed this movie. Totally agree with you. So it seemed like Tiwa Savage just wanted to make a movie. The writer or the people that put that together the story, they neglected foreshadowing so much. As even they like hinted to us that there's something waiting, there's a plot twist, because this movie actually has a plot twist at the end that we're not even expecting. But because we're like, okay, what's the point of this movie? Where is this movie headed? And at the end, they now said, okay, we have this nice twist to this story for
Still, you could predict the twist was coming anyway.
At the time when the twist was about to happen, I was like, oh, you were the one that did it.
One thing I really disliked in this film was the voiceover. It felt really emotionless. It was just Tiwa Savage just saying something. It did not just have any emotion at all. It did not hook you. Then somebody just recited some lines. The voiceover was not nice, and they used it a lot throughout the film. And I don't think it was necessary at all. The acting was not so great. The younger K even played better than the older K. It's not. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, at least thank God some people understand the assignment here. Also, Mike Afolarin, he did his role very well. He played Tiwa Savage's other brother, Mide. He played his role so naturally.
I wasn't longing to even see more of him and his story, but we could not get that, and that's fine. But he delivered.
Him and the young kid, they understood the assignment.
They were the only two good actors in this film.
Jemima Osunde, Stephanie. Oh.
That actor, although it was up later when Aisha arrived, she did not look like somebody that lost her brother, that was crying on the phone, that was so devastated. Later when they brought it up, that she's like, trying to just leave it. I'm like, I don't care about this anymore, because when you were introduced, you were crying at first. Then now we're seeing you, meeting you first time in person,
you're looking glamorous.
Yes, you are making jokes.
We know that people grieve differently. But even if she was looking all good, you can say, "Oh, I'm not taking this well at all." Let's talk about your brother for even if for 2 seconds.
When you were introduced,
even in the restaurant when they were just doing irrelevant banter, it was a good time to say, it's not easy. You wouldn't even know about it, but I wouldn't even care if the brother was even mean to her or if he was a good brother to her.
Convenience for bringing Aisha back home in the entire story, and Aisha's work too. I'm surprised that she not like it was later she did try to go and get fabric. I said, it's not easy over there. She didn't get any work calls from over there. That when we saw her, she was actually having a fashion show. Definitely she's like a really big deal over there, but it did not seem like that when she came over. I
think that's one of the themes of the movie: the pressure, both work and also grief. But for me, I think Jemima Osunde, everyone I see Jemima play, she's always playing a lead that can easily be written off the story.
I don't really care for her. It just what she did, just the way they play the character just pissed me off a lot. So I didn't really care for her. But
that is the entire point of what I'm trying to say. That almost every role, if you are a fan of Jemima and you know any role that she played a very important character or the lead, please let us know in the comment section. We could have done away with Stephanie in this movie.
Give this 2 stars because I can see the potential of the story. It was just poorly executed, and that's really bad. And I wish maybe if there's a part 2 to be better.
Tiwa Savage has said that this idea that she considered why she was wrong, she's going to birth more. So we can look forward to productions from Everything Savage production company. I'll give it a 2 as well. It's just there. It's not good, but it's not bad either. It's just like, it's going to sound shady. But people just love to drag Tiwa Savage. In my very humble opinion. I know we've all seen worse movies, but because there's Tiwa Savage's name printed on it, it's good to strive for excellence. It's good for us to want excellence and demand the best. But at the same time,
I think it's hypocritical that Nigerians are going on and on.
Leave a comment. What do you think in the comment section? Mind you, we're not saying that Tiwa Savage is a victim here. We're just trying to see how the public responded to her work. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, do take care of yourself. Goodbye.